schizophrenic, troubled personality. This is how Giribala Singh describes her daughter-in-law, Twisha Sharma, a 33-year-old from Noida who died by suicide at her matrimonial home in Bhopal. Giribala Singh, a retired judge, along with her son Samar Singh, has been named as an accused in the young woman's death by suicide. Twisha and Samar met on a dating app in 2024 and married a year later in December 2025. Twisha died within 5 months of the marriage, with her family accusing her in-laws of dowry harassment. In response, Giribala Singh has made a series of claims about Twisha, accusing her of drug use and living with a psychotic disorder.
उसके बाद से उसका हुआ 23 को उसकी मदर आई थी यहाँ पर, रुकी भी नहीं. शी सेड वो 30 को जब समर्थ आएंगे वापस. सो ही वेंट अहेड. 30 तारीख को फिर वो वापस आई. 30 तारीख को फिर से उसका वही जिद था, हॉस्पिटल जाना है, एमटीपी कराना है. दोनों लोग गए. बट ये एमटीपी के बाद तो एक देखो, एक मन में एक परेशानी तो हो जाती है. व्हाई यू हैव डन दिस, व्हाई यू हैव गिवन मी दिस पेन. लेकिन उसका वो जिद और उसका ये कहना कि भाई डोंट कंट्रोल मी, उसको लगता था कि कहीं कंट्रोल का सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. एक मानसिक रूप से यदि उसके अंदर दो व्यक्ति हैं तो वो चैट से आप क्या निर्धारण करो.
On the other hand, we have Twisha's father, Navnidhi Sharma, alleging that there is dowry-related pressure and harassment, describing quote-unquote indirect demands. Meanwhile, Twisha's brother, Major Harshit Sharma, has questioned the police response and alleged influence in the case. He repeatedly questioned the delay made by Twisha's in-laws.
A non-threat is sending people to threaten my 61-year-old father inside the court. A non-threat is sending people to threaten my family, telling them कि हम तुम्हें 30 आदमियों से पिटवा देंगे. A 63-year-old threatening a 61-year-old. How is that justified? Who gave her the authority to put such remarks on my dead sister? Why are we not asking where is Samar Singh? Why is he absconding? Why are we not asking? Why are they not asking for the second post-mortem?
Now, Bhopal police have announced a reward of 10,000 rupees for anyone who helps trace Twisha's husband. A lookout notice has also been issued against him. In fact, when asked why Samarth has not surrendered, Twisha's mother-in-law claimed that her son is ready to face the law but needs to exhaust his legal remedies. Viewers, Twisha's family is demanding justice. They want Samarth to be arrested. But the larger question is, why were her desperate calls for help unheard? Why are we still seeing women become victims of dowry culture in the year 2026? Why, despite a ban, does India still record nearly 20 dowry deaths every single day? Many such questions, disturbing questions at that are arising out of this entire case. And whatever the police and the investigators may find, there are serious questions about the quality of the investigation as well that are now coming to the fore. The family is demanding that there should be a second post-mortem because they are not happy with the findings that exist. There are certain injury marks, but they say that there is certainly more to this than meets the eye. There is also the question of the influential role that the mother-in-law has, for instance, being a judge. Now, the family is also alleging that that influence could perhaps have a bearing on the final outcome of the investigation into this entire case. There are questions about the belt, for instance, which Twisha allegedly used to hang herself. Why has the police failed to submit that belt in terms of evidence before the prosecution? That is a very, very important question that still remains as well. Let's now quickly open this across to the guests joining us. We have family members of Twisha's family who are with us. We have Rekha Sharma, who's Twisha's mother, Manvi Sharma is Twisha's sister-in-law, Meenakshi Sharma is Twisha's sister, as well as Swati Sharma, who's also Twisha's sister, who's joining us at the moment. Rekha Sharma ji, my first question is to you. Aapki kya demand hai? What should happen? We have seen multiple demands from a second post-mortem. What exactly would you like to see done to ensure justice in this case? Kya maang hogi aapki? Rekha Sharma ji.
सर रेखा शर्मा ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाई है बिकॉज शी इज नॉट वेल. उनको कंटिन्यू उनको वो फेंट हो रही है.
ठीक है, आप जवाब दीजिए. ऑल राइट,
वी हैव जॉइंड.
आई वाज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ दैट. प्लीज गो अहेड. क्लियर. यस मैम.
So, you know, we have been saying this since the very beginning. जो बहुत सिंपल डिमांड्स है हमारी वो ये है
कि पोस्टमार्टम टू विक्टिम की फैमिली का राइट होता है, उस प्रोसेस को इतना डिले करने की या उस प्रोसेस को कि हम उसको स्मूथली ना कर पाए, इसका क्या रीजन है इन लोगों के पास? क्यों पोस्टमार्टम का ये मतलब जस्टिस सिस्टम का ये तो फर्ज बनता है इंश्योर करने का कि पोस्टमार्टम विक्टिम की फैमिली को अगर वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है तो करने दिया जाना चाहिए। हमारी वही सिंपल सी डिमांड है।
जी, और ये सवाल भी उठाए जा रहे हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं गिरिबाला सिंह का जो जवाब आया है, जो मदर इन लॉ है, शी इज ऑफ कोर्स बीन अ जज एंड देयर आर क्वेश्चंस अबाउट हर इन्फ्लुएंस. Do you feel that that has borne or had an influence as far as this entire case is concerned? Going by the kind of arguments that she is putting forth, she is alleging drug abuse, so on and so forth?
See, so her influencing the case, of course, from the very beginning. That's how it took 3 to 4 days just to get an FIR filed, which is the very basic right. The police, in fact, mentioned that there were several technical terms they used, which we were not even sure if true or applicable on such kind of cases. So they made sure that the accused gets enough and ample amount of time to escape this whole incident. So बिल्कुल उनका इन्फ्लुएंस है, ये शहर पे पूरे उनका इन्फ्लुएंस है, जुडिशरी सिस्टम में भी उनका इन्फ्लुएंस है। तभी हमारी बात सुनी जाए, इसलिए हमें मीडिया के पास आना पड़ा। इससे पहले तो कुछ हो भी नहीं पा रहा था वहां पे ना। हम लोग पुलिस स्टेशन के चक्कर काट रहे थे, अलग अलग दफ्तरों के चक्कर हम लोग काट रहे थे, पर कोई सुनवाई नहीं हो रही थी। तो इन्फ्लुएंस तो उनका बहुत बड़ा है। और जो कि वो एक्यूजेशन लगा रही है, कैरेक्टर एक्यूजेशन कर रही है विक्टिम की फैमिली का और विक्टिम का, आप बताइए ना, वो अपने हाथ इस चीज से धोने के लिए जो बन पड़ेगा वो करेंगे, सारे बेसलेस एक्यूजेशंस लगाएंगे। ये सब एक्यूजेशंस के बारे में वो जब पहली एफआईआर फाइल हुई या पहले जब कोई चीजें हुई, why did she take 7 days to come on television and talk about it? Why did she not go to the police and mention it? Why did she not call the police on the day of the incident? अब जब उनके बेटे की एंटिसिपेटरी बेल कैंसिल्ड हो गई है, तब उनको याद आ रहा है कि अच्छा वो तो ये सब भी करती थी। आप बताइए ना, क्यों नहीं लगाएंगी वो ये सब एक्यूजेशन खुद को और अपने बेटे को बचाने के लिए?
जी, और ये जो पूरी जो एक तरह से कह रही है कि मेंटल स्टेट ठीक नहीं था, एक महिला होते हुए ये कह रही है कि जो मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन हुई प्रेगनेंसी की, उससे रिलेटेड स्ट्रेस हुआ था। और कहीं ना कहीं सवाल ये भी उठते हैं, बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग दैट इज अ लीगल राइट, it's a constitutional guaranteed right, it is a legal right that even the Supreme Court has upheld. Any woman can go in for an abortion if she wishes to. So trying to pin that as a reason for death or taking this extreme step.
कौन सी सेन विमेन इन हर सेन माइंड ऐसे एनवायरमेंट पे अपने बच्चे को लाना चाहेगी? दिस इज व्हाट शी वांटेड, वाज शी रॉन्ग? शी वाज नॉट रॉन्ग। एंड जो बाकी चीजों के बारे में है, ये तो हम शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं सर, शुक्रिया मनाते हैं कि हमने अभी तक वेट किया, हम पोस्टमार्टम 2 की डिमांड कर रहे हैं, वरना इतने सारे जो प्रूफ्स निकल के आ रहे हैं, पुलिस ने खुद कंफर्म किया है कि उनके ब्लड में ऐसे कोई ट्रेसेस ही नहीं है पोस्टमार्टम।
जी जी,
कि आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, वी कैन हियर यू, गो अहेड, प्लीज गो अहेड।
ओके, तो पोस्टमार्टम पहली रिपोर्ट में ये आया है कि ऐसे कोई ट्रेसेस मिले ही नहीं है उसमें ड्रग के। तो अगर हम पहले इमोशंस में या थोड़ा कमजोर पड़ के अगर हम पहले इग्निशन कर देते, हमारे केस का तो कुछ होता ही नहीं। पता नहीं हिंदुस्तान में ऐसे कितने सैकड़ों केसेस हैं जो लोग नहीं पहुंच पाते, जिनको सही रास्ता नहीं मिलता, वो लोग हार मान के और आगे लड़ाई नहीं लड़ पाते।
जी, एक और बहुत महत्वपूर्ण एविडेंस है और वो है बेल्ट,
और जो वो
which she allegedly committed suicide. Where is that belt? Why is it missing? What has the police told you about that belt with which she allegedly committed suicide?
This is the question we've been asking since the day one. Where is that belt, everybody, or the gymnastic thing they all have been talking about? Why hasn't it been submitted to the police? This is what exactly we've been asking to the police, to the judiciary system, to everybody. But आप देख रहे हैं किसी के पास कुछ है ही नहीं जवाब देने के लिए। और जिस बीमारी, मानसिक बीमारी की वो बात कर रही हैं, आप एक बात बताइए, जिस लड़की ने अपने पूरे करियर में इतना काम किया है, जो जॉब कर रही थी, जो अपने एक उम्र में आकर अपने पसंद का एक लड़का ढूंढकर नॉर्मल एक फैमिली लाइफ स्टार्ट करने वाली थी, अब तो वो ऐसे इंसान को ऐसी बीमारी कहाँ से हो सकती है सर? और एक आप बात बताइए, इस बीमारी से रिलेटेड जो बातें हैं, जो मेडिकल चीजें वो की बात कर रहे हैं, वो क्या एकदम से आ गई? मतलब बस ये इंसिडेंट से कुछ दिन पहले एक डॉक्यूमेंट आ जाता है जिसको बिल्कुल भी ट्रस्ट ही नहीं किया जा सकता। पूरे मेडिकल सिस्टम में उनकी बहन है जो कि डॉक्टर है, वो उसी हॉस्पिटल में उनको ट्रीटमेंट के लिए ले जाते थे। वो इतने बड़े नेशनल टेलीविजन पे गलत, आप देखिए ना सीसीटीवी फुटेज का टाइमिंग सब कुछ गलत दिखा रहे हैं, आप कैसे उनकी बातों पे ट्रस्ट कर सकते हैं? वो तो बस ये बोल के अपने हाथ धोना चाहती हैं कि लड़की की मानसिक हालत ठीक नहीं थी, बस इसीलिए उन्होंने ऐसा कर लिया। इतना आसान है क्या सर किसी की जान से, किसी को मार देना और उसके बाद उस चीज से ऐसे बच के निकल जाना कि उसकी मानसिक हालत सही नहीं
अभी
थी?
देखोगे तो मानसिक हालत उनकी ठीक नहीं लग रही है। वो क्या बोल रही है मीडिया पे कि वो पौधों को पानी नहीं देती थी, पूजा नहीं करती थी। कैसी बातें कर रही है वो मीडिया पे? ये कोई बात है? कोई आपके घर की बहू चली गई है और आपको पौधों को पानी नहीं देती थी, ये याद आ रहा है?
Very, very serious question indeed. And in fact, the kind of statements are questionable. We're also joined by Madhur Sharma, who is the aunt of the deceased. We also have Priyanka Sharma, the sister, joining us. And I'd like to ask you as well. मैंने कुछ दिन पहले एक family member, I don't remember the name of the family member who made that statement, but they also drew attention to the fact that the brother of the missing individual, Samarth's brother, he was also married earlier, and also that marriage did not go down well. It ended up in a divorce. Are you seeing a similarity in the situation that Twisha went through and the earlier daughter-in-law also went through? क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप प्रियंका शर्मा और मधुर शर्मा?
सर मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जब वो बेटी हमारी, आपकी और इनकी भी बेटी या बहू जो भी रही हो, उसकी आत्मा को कितना कष्ट होगा, उसके लिए इतनी गलत गलत बातें ये बोल रही हैं। इनके बेटे के साथ उनका नाम जोड़ा गया, उन्होंने दिल से उनको चाहा, अगर वो ना चाहती तो वो क्यों वापस जाती? कोई बच्ची अपने बच्चे को टर्मिनेट करना नहीं चाहती। मैंने उनको शुरू से देखा था, वो इवन की जानवरों से भी इतना प्यार करती थी, वो बच्चे को कैसे टर्मिनेट करना चाह रही थी, मैं बिलीव ही नहीं कर पा रही हूँ। क्या सर्कमस्टांसेस उस बच्ची के सामने आए होंगे, वो सरल नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि वो बच्ची ऐसी भी नहीं थी कि वो अपने को सुसाइड कर ले। 15th को वो लौटने वाली थी, क्यों ऐसा कदम उठाएंगी? और अगर ऐसा कदम उठाना था तो उन्होंने बच्चों टर्मिनेट करके अपनी लाइफ को रिस्क में क्यों डाला था? अगर उनको आगे नहीं जिंदगी जीनी थी तो रिजर्वेशन क्यों किया था, क्यों बच्चा हटाया था? क्योंकि एक जीवन की अच्छी शुरुआत करना चाहती थी। जो इंसान उनको ना रहने पर इतने सारे एलिगेशन लगा सकता है, वो उनके सामने क्या क्या कहा होगा हम इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते।
जान, आपने कुछ देर पहले घर के माहौल के बारे में बात की। आई वुड लाइक टू ब्रिंग यू इन अगेन because I heard one of your cousins or sister, I don't know who the individual is, who was speaking earlier, who also mentioned the fact that things were not quite okay in the house. There's been another divorce in the family as well, and you're linking that to what is happening inside the house as well. What exactly are you telling? Would you like to share with the viewers? Was the experience there?
Exactly. I mean, अभी इन लोग का तो फैमिली का हिस्ट्री है जहाँ पे एक लड़की खुश नहीं रह पाई। मुझे पक्का, मैं बिल्कुल अभी विश्वास हो गया है इन चीजों का कि वो उसको भी डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस उसके साथ कर रहे थे, और उनके हस्बैंड जितना मुझे पता है वो मे बी ही वाज अवे एंड ही कुड नॉट प्रोटेक्ट हिज वाइफ, तो उनकी जो मदर इन लॉ है वो उसको भी टॉर्चर करती होंगी, उनको डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस करती होंगी, अब्यूज करती होंगी, हरास करती होंगी कॉन्स्टेंटली। और ये सर मैं आप लोगों को बोलना चाहूंगी कि ये केस आप लोग देखिए, हमारी उतनी पहुंच नहीं है, हम लोग बहुत मिडिल क्लास फैमिली वाले हैं। आप लोग वो केस की फाइल्स निकलवाइए, उनको कांटेक्ट कीजिए, उनसे निकलवाइए कि उनके साथ क्या हो रहा था। क्या पता तब हमें कुछ जवाब मिल पाए, क्योंकि और कोई तो हमें कोई जवाब दे नहीं पा रहा है।
Okay, let me quickly open this up. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us, and in fact we have our panelists with us. In fact, you can join our panel as well. Abha Singh, lawyer and activist, is with us. Mrinalini Deshmukh is a senior lawyer with us. We have Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of UP, but Barkat Rayan, who's a men's rights activist. Barkat Rayan, what would you like to say? Because this raises some very serious questions about the kind of role that has happened. Because there is a precedent in that house, the family says, where there was another brother and her wife also left. So they say that this is perhaps due to the kind of domestic violence that these ladies were facing that led to this unfortunate eventuality.
A young woman's death is tragic, Madhav. And if there is evidence of cruelty, abetment, or violence, the guilty must be punished strictly. But justice cannot run on emotions. not on hashtags or selective narratives. Twisha Sharma case has multiple conflicting facts are emerging, the CCTV footage, medical question, mental health angles. There are many angles. But see, as I'm hearing the girl side and the boy side, आरोप प्रत्यारोप बहुत हुआ, कितना कीचड़ उछाल रहे हैं एक दूसरे के ऊपर. That is really very, very sad. And allegations, both sides are saying everything and anything. And allegation is not a conviction. Mind my words, due process is the backbone of justice.
Okay.
And we
Let me
believe
bring in
in
Abba Singh.
media.
Abba Singh, a lot of allegations and counter allegations, a lot of muck certainly around there. But the question is, how will there be justice in this case? Because allegations are also being leveled against a person who's not there to defend themselves today.
But her family is there, lawyers are there, the justice system is there. And I'm sure that the truth will come out. If you see the latest figures, and you also said in the beginning that almost 20 dowry deaths are taking place every day. If this was no dowry because they met through the some app and they dated and then they got married, then there was domestic violence because the very fact she was writing to her mother, WhatsApping her mother that you come and take me and terminating her pregnancy. I mean, it's shocking that you get allegations that the child is not mine. That can be the worst form of cruelty any married woman would face. So I would definitely say that justice has to take place. And even though the mother is a retired judge, but just howsoever high you may be, law is above you. And we need to handle this case with sensitivity, because if there were issue that she had health issues, she was taking some medicine, she had panic attacks, anxiety. Nonetheless, she had not killed herself till now. So anxiety did not happen in just one day. 5 months after the marriage, if she's killing herself, means that there is something much more than what meets the eye.
All right, let's quickly also bring in...
Just a second, Madhav. I want to give a rebuttal here about, she said, Abba Singh said about dowry deaths. The latest 2024 data for male suicides is 3 times more than women's suicide. This is husband's suicide.
Okay, let Mrinalini Deshmukh answer that.
data.
Mrinalini Deshmukh, would you like to respond to what Barkat Riyan is saying? She's saying the men's suicide is far more than the number of dowry deaths in the country when you look at the statistics of the daily incidents that happen. Your response to her, please.
I don't think we need to make any comparisons at this point of time. I agree with Barkhaji, the numbers must be right. In fact, when what happened with Mr. Subhash, who ended his life, who was from Bangalore and techie who had to go to Uttar Pradesh to attend the case, I also very strongly oppose that. So I think we don't have to make a comparison between men and women at this point of time. We need to understand the seriousness of this particular case. And as Abha rightly stated, that 5 months into marriage, so many things have happened. That she got pregnant, that the pregnancy was terminated, and there are allegations and counter allegations which are flying across. But I do believe, and I agree with Barkha, that there has to be a due process of law. Because this, you and I cannot decide on television channels who is guilty and who is not. What we can do is only bring about awareness so that the authorities who are there in position are aware it's a very sensitive thing. I don't know why they need that awareness, but if they're sleeping or if they're dozing off, then they need to wake up and see that this is what every person in the city feels about it. So I think to that limited extent, it has to be done. And of course, one last thing, absolutely unpardonable is what has happened, that the person who is absconding, her husband, a bright lawyer is what I read about him on the internet and his LinkedIn profile, is absconding and is not submitting to the judicial.
Why would a lawyer not submit himself in front of the law? His mother is a judge, and Dr. Vikram Singh, surely he would know better. But let me also ask you about the role of the investigation itself. The family says it took several days to file the FIR, whereas the belt with which she allegedly committed suicide, we don't know. And that is why the family says we want another post-mortem in this case. What would you say about the quality of investigation itself?
Well, Madhav, the less said, the better about the quality of the investigation. I have loud questions, and I would like every illustrious panelist to think, ponder, and try to respond on them. Number one, the delay in the FIR, lodging of the FIR is unpardonable. Number two, the postmortem also leaves so much to be desired because it should have been done. And the videograph, I do hope the videography has been done. And if not, then why not? Why did it take so much of time? How many times? Never in my career have I seen a successful suicide through a belt, although there were so many trumped up charges when the body that was after a murder was trying to be pulled up on a belt. But you see, the belt has only one loop. How do you actually suspend the body? When you put the ligature on the neck, how do you suspend the body from the ceiling? Three, then the WhatsApp chat is clearly indicative of the mental trauma that she was going through. And if there was no further communication, these chats can pass on as the dying declaration also. Right. If there were psychosomatic challenges on the deceased, what did the mother do for the treatment and all the medical intervention or the psychological intervention? And
absolutely.
If not,
and not just the in-laws, the family also comes into question because, you know, the fact that their daughter was being harassed in this manner, why didn't they intervene earlier to actually help them? There also are serious questions about the deceased Twisha's family members. But we'll have to leave it there for the moment. Abha Singh, Mrinalini Deshmukh, Barkat Ryan, Dr. Vikram Singh, like to thank you as well as family members of Twisha for joining us. And this is a story that we're going to continue following very closely here on Times Now. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.